Good morning everyone. I was discussed about in previous lecture the study about objective of agriculture chemistry, scope and importance of agriculture chemistry, and last point is agriculture chemistry and other science. Now coming back to the soil. In this soil chemistry, the definition of soil: the natural body which is developed as a result of pedogenic process that take place during and after weathering of rocks, in which plant and other form of life are able to grow, called as soil. This is the definition of soil. In general, definition of soil is region on the earth's surface where interaction between geography and biology take place. This is the general definition of soil. We know that soil is very important natural resource which is required for the sustained quality of life and foundation of agriculture development. And this soil word which is derived found that Latin word which Latin word solon, which is mean that earth material in which plant will be grow usually. We can arise the one question. One question is how does soil is formed? Its soil will be formed the longer time and one of natural process. In this case, soil is formed as rock is broken down, the weathering and mixing with the other material on the surface. From this process, soil will be formed. Usually, we have to see that these rocks which can be fall in the sunlight, a high water by longer time, which is fall in the rock. There is broken down the rocks by the weathering, the soil constantly being formed every time bedrock is exposed, and other time soil is developed layer. We call this layer horizon, and from this process soil will be formed. In next slide, there are five important group of soil component. First one is mineral component, second is organic matter, third water, fourth air, and fifth is organism or biological system. The next slide, we are going to study about first soil component. First one is mineral component. The mineral and organic materials of the soil are called as soil particles. Water and air occupy the space between the particles. Plants and animals live in this pore space, and the plant roots also grow through the pore space. In these mineral components, the minerals supply nutrient to green plants. The particles called as sand, slides, clays make up most of the minerals component of the soil. In the soil, the trace amount of minerals and nutrients including calcium, potassium, oxygen, silica, iron, aluminium, nitrogen, magnesium, potassium, etc. Most soil are called as mineral soil because more than 80% of their soil particles are minerals. They undergo hydrolysis forming the weathering complexes. For example, 3 mole of MgO, FeO, that means olivine. This added into 2 mole of H2O, that means 2 mole of water. Then it forms the 3 mole of MgO, 2 SiO2, 2 H2O. This is the serpentine. This material and plus SiO2 plus 3 FeO2. The most soil are called mineral soil because more than 80% of their soil particles are minerals. This is the mineral component, and this one is the example of minerals component. In next slide is organic matter and humus. We know that organic matter and humus. We are going to study about organic matter or humus. So in the previous stages of decay, plant and animal matter consist of organic material. We know that organisms lie in the soil because there is a space in between the soil particles is captured by the plant roots, microbes, worms, insects and small mammals also. Bacteria, fungi and other microbes decompose dead plant and animals. Everybody say is observed in the farm also, and many organisms helps minerals in the soil farming by helps mine in the soil farming organism. We know that earthworm is a friend of farmer. That why it is called as a friend. Decaying material release the nutrient in the soil. That nutrient act as a good component of the soil. Humus. We know that humus that organic material combines with mineral particles, where other decaying material form organic soil particles called as humus. This is the definition of humus. We know that humus is a support that the plant life and the soil which is consist more than 20% of soil particles called as organic soil. In next slide, function of humus. In the function of humus, there are 9 functions of humus. Humus helps to the soil fertilizer, provides nutrient and microorganism. It is a high source of energy of plant. On decomposition, it forms several acids and has a high capacity of retaining water as its porous nature. 6 point, as a high capacity for an adsorption. 7 function of humus is reduce the surface runoff, erosion, previous exchangeable and available cations. 9 possesses property of adsorption and cohesion. This is the 9 function of humus. Thank you.